Hey there, so I've got the T-54 top machine gun completed, so that's ready, but I'll paint that separately. Very cool, but it's an older version of it. So there's another version you can see that's got different parts to it. That doesn't have that rear, really pronounced part. It's got very much, these things are a lot smaller. So that's ready to go, and I'll paint that in a Russian 4BO. So I've got this one here, which is Mr. Color. So I've just transferred that from that one there. I'll clean this one out and use it as a spare one. Because in these Mr. Color ones come very thick, so it's good to have it thinned down a lot so you can spray it really well and nice and smoothly. And as you can see, it's a really nice 4BO. This is SMS's 4BO. It's a little darker. And this is just one I had lying around, I think from an older one. We can use that as a highlight, I reckon. See, it's a little bit lighter. Use that as a highlight. Hopefully we have enough to actually finish the tank with this one, which would be good, but we don't need heaps because we'll do this pattern here, the camo pattern. And you see that brown there looks a lot darker than the one I've got here, but that's all right, because I reckon this one is pretty accurate. This one's good. But I will base it in a darker brown, and then I'll come over the top with this one. So it does have sort of a more darker prime, or coming from the darker region. This one won't need too much work. This is a really good color. It comes up very close to actually what is there when you put a little bit of oil and stuff on it. Yeah, come up pretty much the same. But that's the plan with that. So I've also got the khaki stuff as well that they're recommending for this one, but I won't do that because that's the khaki there. See how it's a lot lighter green? Where you got the 4BO here and here. So 4BO is sort of, the more darker. This is not 4BO, this is protective green. So they use this green a lot with the in World War II and in the early Cold War with a lot of their AFVs and all that kind of stuff. But it's a lot darker version. I like it. So I painted the whole one in just protective green, I think they call it. And then there's protective common zoe and protective 4BO. And protective 4BO was the most common one. And that's what we'll do this one in. So we're just getting it prepped now. Get the last details on, so we just get these things on. Tow cables, any last little nooks and things that we need to put on. We've got to put on the antenna, but there's not much else, and then we'll start taping it up. So we'll get the wheels taped up, and we'll get the interior gaps taped up. Oh, off that comes. Because that's going to stay off, of course. Be removable, so you can see inside. So there, coming along very well. Oh, we've got this, that's going to come off. We'll paint that separately, but I'll just paint this one up now separately, and we can just install that. It's got a little thing that you can plop that on there like that. Alright my friends, I'll speak to you again soon.